So I can't even go over what he's done. So he sent Elon Musk in. Oh, Elon Musk was on. This is the okay. Can I? I watched it and I was like, what the fuck is happening? So they're in the Oval Office. Trump is doing a press conference. It's Trump sitting at the desk. Elon Musk is there with his kid.
Yeah.
With his kid.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's a power move.
With
it's a power move.
Totally. His fucking kid. And the Grimes, the kid's mom, say was like, wish he would stop showing the kid.
Yeah, really.
Like, you're just making the kid a target. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, she said, please, would you stop putting my kid in front of the camera? So Elon Musk starts talking, and it's so weird to watch. We've got a total, just an idiot and Trump, who doesn't understand how things work. And then you got another guy who's may understand how it works, but has no empathy. Neither one of them have any empathy. And you just watched him go, you just watch him kind of fumble and stammer through shit. And then the kid's running around. And I was like, what has happened to America? Do you realize the joke that we are worldwide? Do you realize that press conference just being shown anywhere in the world, we're a fucking joke?
Aren't we projecting that we are so weak right now? We have,
yes.
This is a national security issue because we've got a clusterfuck shutting down all kinds of departments left and right with no congressional, not going through our processes. This means other countries could attack us, and it's chaos in our White House.
But it's total chaos. But what we're putting in Tulsi Gabbard as like the head intelligence officer, like in charge of all intelligence. She was like, was on Assad's side. She's pro-Putin.
She's been on a watch list.
She's been on a watch list.
Top secret security.
They wouldn't even give her
clearance.
top secret level security. Now they're going to put her in the office. You've got Hegseth, who's a white nationalist, literally has Nazi tattoos on his chest. And that guy's running our Department of Defense. And then, you know what else they did today? This is fucked up. They basically cut all organizations in the military that deal with black, brown, or Asian soldiers. Like their specific organization, they cut them all. They know you can't have them. You can get the Polish people can get together, the Germans can get together, anyone with a heritage.
Right.
But if you have black, Hispanic, or Asian heritage, your organization in the military is no longer, which is really going to help recruiting.
It to me.
I got a picture of it.
Speaking of weakening our military,
they canceled. They basically had all these organizations for black soldiers and stuff.
Private.
Private, yeah, the private groups they get together. They canceled.
Got it.
They canceled them.
Wow.
And it's so I can't say I did not see that coming because I saw the Nazis coming, but they're being so blatant about it, and we're not even we're at the beginning of week 4, and this has gotten insane.
I gotta say, we keep arguing, not arguing, but like screaming about this. Where is our leadership?
That we have nobody. Here's what we have.
Step the fuck up.
Across the board, we've got the Republicans who see what's happening, but they are threatened by Elon Musk, who's got $400 billion. He's threatened to primary every single one of them. And by the way, who wants to give up that $194,000 salary and the $3 million a year expense account? I get it. So they're not doing shit.
Yeah.
And Susan Collins, I've never seen more of a waste of space than Susan Collins. I'm very concerned about what's going on. Votes for him. So we've got those, and we got the Democrats who, and to their credit, nobody's ever done this before. We've always had people that, even Nixon, to a degree, followed the rules.
Yeah, he followed paper.
Yeah, and these guys aren't. And so we've got the Republicans who are just cowards, have just laid down and are just saying, yeah, whatever he says. And they get the Democrats going, we don't know what the fuck to do. What do we do? Yeah, let's keep the norms. We got to keep making the norms work. You know, and it's like,
unless they're still in this mode of, all right, this is what you want. Go ahead. Let's hope that they're going to implode.
That's not going to.
I don't believe that they need to step up now.
You don't understand is that what? So if that happens, here's what you want. Go for it. Let's see what happens. It's all going to come apart. We're not in the World Health Organization, so we're not going to know what's happening worldwide. If tuberculosis is raging in our country right now. Is it in Texas?
What?
Tuberculosis. You look at the
it's popped up in several places.
So we got tuberculosis becoming. We got bird flu raging across the country. We've got and he's shut down. He's basically shut norovirus. He shut down the CDC. So we're not even going to get reports on this anymore. Like, what do you like? Explain to me.
Some organizations have taken to social media. My niece is following one of them because she's really paying attention now, and because she has a little boy and she's terrified. And she said that some organizations, because they can't put out that report anymore, are getting that information and posting them on their accounts every week so people can be informed, but how long before those get shut down?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he'd have to shut down social media. So guys, here's what we got to do. We have to, all of us have to start posting everything we know. If you work for an organization that has been basically told to not say anything, give it to your friend, let them post it.
North Carolina is
The
seeing
only
a huge increase.
North Carolina, huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have tuberculosis, we have bird flu, we've got norovirus, we've got all this stuff coming.
COVID.
And the thing that made him so unpopular last time was that he shut down everything about COVID.
Yeah.
Well, so instead of like saying, let me get better at that,
Yeah.
let me become like this guy who's transparent about it. No, let's just shut everybody down to not report it. Because if people dying isn't enough evidence that something's wrong. Again,
Yeah.
we're going to need to get a lot more
There's going to
refrigerator
be more
trucks.
death certificates. That's going to be
Kansas is seeing a spike of TB.
Me, I'm seeing a spike.
Well, I know we're both looking at you like, is that tuberculosis?
Is there phlegm on the
I would like
lens?
to say I have not gotten this
Okay,
again.
good.
You got
I was
something
sick-
last year too, and I didn't get that.
I was sick for
so-
2 days. I'm not viral anymore. I was sick for 2 days, and then it dropped in my lungs instantly because that's what happens with me. I've had
Yeah, you do get-
tuberculosis my
Yeah.
whole life, and I got mocked for that. It's always tuberculosis. It's always It's always
Bronchitis?
bronchitis. It's always bronchitis. You make fun of me. I'm like, I've had it my whole life. I know what this is.
It's in the name.
So I even went to the doctor. You know, it's bad when I go to the doctor when no one has to force me or drag me out of the
True.
house. I
You went
by
on
myself.
a Sunday.
Yeah, I went because I knew it was coming. I knew had I not caught it, today was pneumonia. So I
Oh,
caught it. I've
yeah.
been on Z-Pack and stuff. But so what do we do? I don't even. I usually have some sort of crazy idea, but the only thing to do if the Democrats aren't going to step up and shut shit down, if the courts basically stopping all of it doesn't affect them, that's a dictatorship. We are in a constitutional crisis. If the courts say you can't do this, if they're going to cut out everybody's health care, they're going to cut out everybody's food programs, they're going to cut out every lunch program for kids who basically that may be their only meal. If they're going to cut out everybody's SNAP program, if they're going to cut
That's crazy. Like all this stuff you're saying, I'm like,
that's what they're doing. He
I
went
know.
across the board.
I know. Even
And these are his people.
I got an email from CASA, the court-appointed special advocate for foster youth. So I'm re-upping that. I have another interview because their funding has been frozen. So that's just an on-the-ground example.
Explain. Tell people what CASA is.
It's a court-appointed advocate for foster kids, where you act as these kids' representative. These kids that don't have anybody standing up for them. You go and you look at where they're living, how they're being cared for. You spend time with them, you talk to them, and then you put together a report making recommendations
So they're
to the
safe,
judge
so the kids
to
aren't
keep
being safe
these
yet.
kids that don't have advocates and people that take care of them to make sure that they're safe. So that's just one real-time example of an organization that has had their funding frozen.
And that action saves money in the long run.
Right.
Because those kids end up taking the right path instead of going down, ending
Right.
up in jail and costing taxpayer
Right.
money or ending up homeless or
Yeah,
something.
but that's longevity in
So
sight.
when he
You're like,
when he
that's-
stopped all programs to help, which we all pay taxes for, because and this has started. They're already talking about it now. He's currently working on a $4 trillion tax cut for the top 85%. So the people that make that for the top 85% of it is going to go to the top 1%. 85% of the next tax cut he wants to keep them permanent is going to go to the top 1%. And the tax cut they got the first time, it's going to be more this time.